Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be Elazer and Harstem here on Amygdala from the Home Story Cup 2024. Bottom left it's going to be Harstem, top right it's going to be Elazer. So PvZ coming at ya. Harstem has a very successful YouTube channel and he is getting better at StarCraft 2, which I didn't think was possible, but hey, Harstem is doing it. Extractor tricking. Here is Elazer to get 15 supply out of 14. And Elazer is the third best Zerg player in the European region here, so I figure it is a good chance for Harstem to show how good he is. But maybe Elazer shows how good he is today. So, we got ourselves 275 minerals. The hatcheries are cheaper now at 15 supply here. So a 15 hatch from Elazer. We've got ourselves a gateway coming down, walling off here from Harstem. We've got some gas. We've got an expansion on the way, right? Racks or gateway expand timing here from Harstem. Yes, I feel like it is. Saving up for a Nexus here. Not scouting. But that's okay. He has a build, and he's sticking to it. So Cyber Core, second pylon, and then an assimilator. This build has been around for a very, very long time. But this build has been around since the last patch dropped. So hey, I guess it's hatch gas pool, but just, you know, a little bit earlier. Right? A little tiny bit earlier here. Boom. Probe scouting out, see what's going on. This is Amygdala, so you can't take a direct path across the map until you've knocked down some rocks, or this stuff is evaporated off the map, which it will do over time. It's kind of a fun little feature here on the map, not something we've seen a lot, so just getting new things in StarCraft 2 in 2025 is very cool. And I mean, the same thing's happening in Brood War, folks. Right? StarCraft Brood War maps are getting some weird stuff. Monty Hall's a weird one. I just cast him a game on Neo Arkanoid, which is basically an island map, except if you knock down a bunch of like rocks and Protoss temples that are in the way, then you can actually get through to your enemy's base. It's very, very strange. It's like if this was a map and instead of having an open path here, this was just minerals. Or there were, like, rocks here, and then you just couldn't. I guess rocks here, too, right? And you just couldn't get across the map at all. Unless you destroyed those. So it kind of is basically an island map as the third base comes in, but then it changes into a non-island map later on. It's like kind of a weird morphing style here. I'm guessing Oracle, based on the rally here from Harstem, and fires up a Void Ray. Hunting some Overlords is our guy, Harstem. Fair enough. Fair enough. Metabolic boost is on the way. We got ourselves a warp gate. Everything is a-okay back home here from Harstem. Third base coming in from Harstem 2. Third Nexus, couple of depths. Hacking away at this hatchery. No big deal. There's nothing. I mean, they can't kill this thing. They know that. They don't want to get caught out in the middle of the open by speedlings anyway. And guess what? Speed is done. So we come back home. This Zergling's hacking away at the third base. That is a beautiful block with that probe. Attack the probe, attack the probe, attack the probe, attack the probe, attack the probe. No! Adept saved the probe. Beautifully done. Void Array was coming down here anyway to shut that Ling down for scouting purposes. And we're prismatically aligning on an Overlord. That's what we're doing. Nice transfer down to the third base here. Elazer getting a spore at each of his mineral lines because it's a Void Ray. Just really helps to have a spore hanging around. Obviously good against Oracles and Phoenix and DTs. So, I mean, it's called a safety spore for a reason. It's good against everything. This is interesting. It's a Void Ray, and it's an Oracle as this debris, which is disgusting and biological Zergy looking, is evaporating. Yeah, I don't know about Oracle trying to get kills with this, right? You showed the Void Ray. You forced the spores. Queens are out in significant numbers here. And I remember a couple years ago, Elazer was like, Cyril really showed us what we can do. I'm going to really commit myself to StarCraft and get up to his level, man. And then I don't know that he really got any better. I don't remember Elazer going on any major runs or anything. He's just kind of the same dude. He's still a really good professional level Zerg player, but he just hasn't been able to make any noise in premier tournaments or anything. And he was, you know, he was really serious about it, and I don't know what happened. Maybe he tried and he couldn't. Like, maybe there are just blocks that certain players have where they can't reach that highest level of StarCraft no matter how much they try, right? I don't know. That's probably the case. Hydrodyne coming in here from Elazer. Protoss, what are you doing? Anything crazy? Stalkers, neat. We've got Blink on the way. We got a +1 attack here too. Some Blink Stalker shenanigans could be fun. Lings, see how many Stalkers there are. Speedlings are pretty good here. Spire getting tossed up. Where are we building that Spire? Back in the natural base, hiding it a little bit. Zerglings. See, catch where these Stalkers are. We bring the Lings down to the third base. That's where they're coming in. And that's enough Speedlings to really cause some problems for these Stalkers. They don't have Blink. Getting surrounded is disastrous. That's why the Oracle's here. The Oracle saves you when you get surrounded by Lings. It burns those Lings down so fast. Revelation toss down. Hydra's popping out. Hydro Ling, yes. Against Stalkers, beautiful. Really good against Blink Stalkers? Blink Stalkers are great. We had some amazing battles between, I think it was Dark and it was Hero. It was Mass Blink Stalker against Ling Hydra for like 16 minutes of just non-stop Blink Micro and reinforcing. It was nuts. So I don't know if we're getting that here today. That'd be kind of fun. Lings trying to get that surround again. Oracle Beam. Not actually here. Great stasis on the retreat here. Harstem knows what's up. He does. Hydras are working on the speed upgrade. It's really nice. Hydras are a little bit slower on creep than they were before the previous patch. And to compensate, they were given this lunge capability, which, I don't know, we've seen Cyril use it. You have to research it, though, and he does. I'm curious to see if Elazer does it here, because I don't think it's very good. I don't know if it's very useful at all. So, Hydra, speed upgrade, fantastic. Adepts, 2 Adepts trying to swing on in here. Sees it. Elazer sees it. And you don't want to finish that Shade. Oh, you finished the Shade, laddie. Okay, well, those Adepts are dead. I'm not sure they killed anything at all whatsoever. Psystorm's on the way. You're dealing with a ton of Hydras and Lings. Psystorm's great. You're dealing with anything the Zerg player's doing. Psystorm's going to be great. Who are we kidding? Who are we kidding here? These Lings try to get a wraparound. No, but sniping a total gateway, an entire gateway there is pretty nice. Kind of like it. Muscular Augments is finally finishing up here. Third base. Is it a 3 base all in here? There are Lings being produced. I don't see Elazer going for any sign of a 4th. He's making Mutalisks. Dude, this is a all-in from him. 3 base all-in. Hydras jumping in, getting beautiful damage off. Zealot's trying to do what they do. Cannon's getting sniped out. Are there any shield batteries here? I don't know. Pylon gets sniped, depowering everything here. This third base is in a lot of trouble. 60 to 29 army supply. The Psystorms are trying to even this out a little bit. Can they do it? I don't know, man. Oracle gets picked out of the sky. Where are the Mutalisks? Where are they coming? 53 to 18 army supply in favor of Elazer. He's making Lings. He's making Hydras. The Mutas are here. They could jump on that Void Ray. They could jump on these Stalkers. They can do it. This really should not be a win for Harstem under any circumstances right now. Although, if he holds... Oh, gosh. Mutas into your natural base. No cannons there. Nothing at all. Who makes Mutalisks in this matchup? Why? Elazer totally does. He's into the main mineral line. Probes are dying. It is looking pretty bad from Harstem here. 10 probes down and attack into the third base here. Hydras sniping down. I think that was a cannon coming up. Probably. Yeah, shield battery can only do so much when Hydras are murdering you and Mutas are overhead and Lings are getting surrounds. The Sentry gets sniped, warping in some Stalkers to try to deal with it, and that's it. Elazer gets game 1 a victory here in game 1 of our sneaky twofer. Wow, 3 base all in. I guess he had a 4th base coming up back here, which I did not notice at all, but he was not making drones. He was going 3 base, Ling, Hydra, and then we snuck in some Mutalisks. A little bit of a weird wrinkle to toss in. I like it. So Elazer shows what he's capable of. Beautiful. Resources lost here, 7,800 to 6,800. Some splash damage would have been nice. I guess he had the Storm. The Storm was good. But that Hydra count was intense. And then the Mutas showed up out of nowhere, killed a bunch of his probes. 23 probes died at the end there. And that's it. Elazer gets the win. Little 3 base shenaniganry here. We don't see a lot of these builds on the channel, but they're fun. So that's game 1. We got game 2 coming. Elazer just kind of outclassing here. We'll see how that works later on. So game 2 is coming next. Don't go anywhere. Tap that like button. Game 2 is here on Abyssal Reef. Bottom right, Harstem. Top left, Elazer. So Poland here versus our Dutch Protoss player. Let's see if you can handle Elazer on Abyssal Reef here. It's a little bit of a longer rush distance than Amygdala, even though you can't go straight across because of Amygdala's rocks, right? Right. So yeah, happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the cast. Hit that like button if you are. These are fun games from Home Story Cup. Hopefully there will be some ESL events announced for 2024. 25, I mean, whatever year it is right now. What year is it? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Ugh. So same opening here. You'd have to worry about getting attacked from over here as well on Abyssal Reef, which kind of sucks, but the straightest shot is right up this ramp, so walling it off is a good idea. And then maybe putting some buildings over here as necessary. Also gonna work out just fine. Looks like a 16 hatch from Elazer this time. Didn't notice an extractor trick. Doesn't mean he didn't do one of those, though. Probe scouts around, sees not a pool first. Wonderful. I can go ahead and expand then. No questions asked. Again, Abyssal Reef was, I think, the first map I cast a game for LOTV on back in 2015 when it released for my YouTube channel. So it is very nostalgic for me, man. And I was so amazed by the fact that there are fish swimming around. Corpses, when they die, float up instead of just leaving them on the ground here. And yeah, good memories on this map, you guys. We've got coral. We've got anemones. I think I said that correctly. I'm not a marine biologist, but I play one on TV. All right, so let's see what Harstem does here today. Maybe not Blink Stalkers. Maybe it's going to be a Resonating Glaives attack here from Elazer. I know it's an older build, and I know Zerg players know how to handle it, but it's fallen out of fashion. And if they don't scout it, it can catch them off guard and then get an easy win. Metabolic boost on the way here. And Cybernetics core finishing up. It's going to be a gate, Stargate. There we go. Stargate. And Void Ray Oracle is a good opening here. So I think he's going to go Void Ray Oracle again. Man, it's just Blizzard composers, right? Blizzard music composers. You can hear the Warcraft music in here too. Like a lot of the same concepts you can hear in the Warcraft music as you can hear in the StarCraft music, you can hear in the Diablo music, right? Just there's a lot of stuff wrong with Blizzard these days as the Void Ray comes in, but the music and the art and the cinematics are still top tier. Whatever else they're doing that's wrong in this world, that's still working out for them, right? How crazy is that? Pretty insane, if you ask me. Third base coming up for Elazer. What's he going to do today? Spores? Neat. Droning his face off? Absolutely. Overlord checking to see if anything comes out here he needs to worry about? Yes. Also dying to a Void Ray? 100%. Yeah, he actually comes in towards the Void Ray because he's like, I'm going to die anyway. Might as well try to get some scouting information. Third base, warping in from Harstem. I think a little bit sooner than he did in the last game. He's like, you know, if Elazer's going to go for something a little bit later like Hydras again, and he doesn't have a bunch of Lings running around, then maybe I can get away with this. However, he does have a bunch of Lings running around. There are exactly 8 of them. They're going to swing on down and try to... Oh my gosh, this third base, though. There is an Adept in a position to not save the probe, but does save the third with the help of the Oracle here. So it's, you know, kind of forcing the Oracle to come back home instead of trying to kill some of these drones on this side of the map is a win from Elazer. Layer timing, cool at about 4:30. Taking his extra gases at the second and the third. or the second base, and not taking a gas here, intriguingly. I've been doing that, but man, he saturates his third base gas here too. Oracle probably once again not going to get any drone kills, but it's Void Rays here. Guess what? Queens are pretty good against Void Rays. Not necessarily 1-to-1, but a 2-to-1 they can handle it, especially if there's a little bit of Spore support, especially if the Void Ray is already a little bit injured. Gotta go back home. Fourth base, where? Do you take it here as a Zerg player? Do you take it here as a Zerg player? I probably take it here, down the left side. I think that's probably where I want to go. Tempest opening. Yo, double Stargate. Tempest opening here from Harstem. Ay caramba. We got ourselves a Spire getting fired up here. So, and a Roach Warren. So, man, if this gets scouted, if this is a scouted Tempest opening, and we make some Corruptors, dude, 2 probes go down, handful of Lings die, nothing really big there in an investment at all. Revelation tossed down again. Oracle has, maybe a drone has gone down to this Oracle, entirely possible, and he expands to the low ground here instead. What a silly Billy he is. So, when can we scout the Tempest? That's what I'd like to know. So there we go. Tempests are totally scouted. Good thing we have a Spire already, which has been revelated. So the Tempest should be countered pretty hard here. Corruptors should get started approximately now. Production tab says 10 Corruptors. Let's go. Getting them up there as soon as possible. Maybe not in time to save the fourth base, though. The damage they do against buildings is pretty good. They don't have tectonic destabilizers, so they're not doing extra damage to these buildings here. But what an opening. Lings into the third base again, trying to get stuff done. But Stalkers, Shield Battery, hard walling off that side of the entrance to the base. 3 Tempest going against this here. Hatchery. Hatchery is gonna die. What? Oh, he gets it. He gets it. All right. That was good. That was really, really good. So, Roach Ravager. More Revelations getting tossed down here. 10 Corruptors to handle the Tempests that have been produced. No more are on the way. We're trying to get Psystorm probably with that Templar Archive. Trying to get Blink. And, yeah. So, that Void Ray died. This Tempest is dead. This Tempest is dead. And we're just jumping on these. Yeah, Shield Battery not going to save you from Corruptors, man. They hit really hard. Every Tempest dies. I don't know if that was, you know, I don't know if that was exactly what they were supposed to do. They did kill a fourth base, which is nice, but suddenly Ling Ravagers here. The Corruptors are caustic spraying down the natural base of Harstem. Oh no! Corrosive Bile trying to hit that Shield Battery. There's 2 Shield Batteries, though. Oh, they do save the Nexus. The Corruptors fly away. They might caustic spray down this one. Ooh, sniping on an Oracle. These Corruptors are finding some value for themselves here, too. This third base is a disaster again. 8 probes go down. Corrosive Biles almost hit those Corruptors. That would have been a disaster. They definitely stack up here. What's the cooldown on caustic spray? It's a while. It's still not ready to go yet. I don't use it very much, as you can tell, but 12 probes go down. It is 74 to 20 army supply, and Elazer just exploded with Ling Ravager Corruptor shenanigans. That Nexus is probably going to go down. GG Game 2 also goes to Elazer. So it's a 2-0 win. We'll call this a best of 3 and a different game for sure. Who opens up Tempests? Harstem totally does. Harstem opens up Tempest all the friggin' time. So, GG, man. 2 games to 0 here. Elazer outclassing Harstem in this game. We've seen Harstem beat people that are better than him on Aligulac, but not today. So, nicely done by Elazer. Scouting those Tempests as early as he did, important. Getting the Corruptors out. Not really having an answer for the Corruptors. Was it Harstem on the other side of it? Right, the Void Ray wasn't enough. He didn't have enough Stalkers to do it either. I mean, he lost 15 Stalkers, so he tried his best there, but at the end of the day, that is a GG. So well done. That is a 2-game sneaky twofer coming at you from Falcon Paladin. That's what we like to see from Elazer. Just casual, 2 quick wins, 2-0. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out, and you take care of yourself.